Greetings, everyone. This is your girl, Miss M. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I sort of brought up in one of my first videos when I said reason why I cut my hair and how I went through a lot, etc. So I wanted to kind of go into what exactly it is that I was talking about. So, a family member, all right, first of all, let me just say, I'm not here to bash anybody, put anybody out there, hurt anybody. That's not my goal. My goal is to shed light on the subject, and maybe it will help you to identify something that you might be going through, which can help you figure out how to handle it. Because see, one thing about narcissism, that this is the topic we're talking about, is if you just see certain patterns and certain behaviors, you're not sure, especially if you're like me that had the parents, had a parent that was a narcissist, because in that you're taught, you're like bred to basically be their supply, their feed. You're dependent on them. So of course it's going to be difficult for you to determine or decipher what's healthy, what's not healthy. And if you also have that same background and maybe dealt with a mate of yours that it's hard to really see, especially this is like a mental issue, mental illness. So it's hard for logical, rational thinking people to wrap their mind around some of the behaviors of a narcissist. So I just wanted to let you know that's not my intention. My intention is only to help someone that needs it. Oh, by the way, are we loving the twist out? My hair is growing. I mean, I'm just loving this whole experience. That's really cool. I can't believe I haven't done it this, sooner. But anyway, so let's get into it. Based on my research, and also I want you guys to check out this guy on YouTube, ASSC DIRECT. He is awesome. I don't know his background, but every video is on narcissism, and it helps you to really see and identify things. So a lot of information I have is from him, but also my own research and information. But I am not, Dr. Phil or anything like that. I am not trying to diagnose anyone, but when you see certain things, it just helps you. Because if, let's say, a person can't be helped, then it helps you to know, okay, let me back up. But if hey, this person had a bad day, and they're just genuinely a good person, but they just had a bad day, then you can forgive and trust. And just for the record, forgiveness and trust is two different things. I can forgive, and I will forgive always. I'm commanded to do so under the law and under the salvation of Christ. I'm not, saying I'm living by law, but He wants us to forgive, and it is our choice. But I choose to do so. However, that does not mean that I'm going to let you back in my love, my trust circle. I'm not going to let you trust you with my kids. It's just like. I heard an example somewhere where they were like, a person is at a daycare and they molest the children, and molest a child there. Now the person says, man, please forgive me, whatever. Yeah, I forgive you. I really do. I feel like you need help, But then if they say, well, okay, you forgive me so I can come back to work. No. Try again. So that's the difference. So let's go right into it. I wrote some notes down just to help me. So basically, narcissism, a healthy narcissism is like that self-confidence. Like, you have self-esteem, you know who you are, or whatever. unhealthy or the narcissistic personality disorder is really like a deepened admiration for themselves. Like, I really need you. I need you to tell me I am all of that in a bag of chips. That's why they need people, because then that's how you know it's a false or a pseudo admiration. Because if it was truly an admiration, they wouldn't need to feed off anybody. They would feed off themselves, right? But they need you to affirm what they're saying. Therefore, they will go to great lengths to manipulate you, to cause you even to fight, so that they can, know that, hey, I have control over her. I have control over him. They have to. If I say jump, they jump. My narc even was like, I love to argue with you. It keeps me going. That's exactly what was said. So I was like, oh wow, me as a sensitive soul, I'm like, okay, what? And me at the time not knowing, I'm arguing and I'm going in and out, going back and forth. I'm cutting them off, bringing it back, And it's only until Christ came into my life to really reveal and unveil what was going on, as well as give me the courage and just to show me what's healthy and what's not healthy. That's the only way I was able to break free. So anyway, they lack empathy for other people. Good luck if you get hurt. You're on your own. Good luck. Trust me, I've gotten hurt, a concussion, and the only thing that was said to me was, I gotta go to work, so please close my door. I can laugh about it now, thank God. Let's see. Vulnerable to criticism. So the thing is, they can criticize all day, but you say one thing, they don't apologize, and if they do, it's for their own selfish manipulation and gain. They're trying to set you up for something. So be mindful when they say, oh, you know what, you're right. I am sorry. It's so hard for them to say that. First of all, they don't say it most of the time, ever. And if they do, you're like, wait, what? You're sorry? Why? It's a game at the end of the day, and they have a sense of entitlement. Like, you owe me. Like my situation. Hey, I had you, so you owe me. You owe me your life, basically, your money, anything. I don't care you have kids. I don't care about your responsibilities. You owe me. That's how it is. So, and a lot of things also that come with them is depression, alcohol, drug abuse, problems with people at work. So what else? So I said they criticize, they complain. Oh my gosh. They complain all the time about everybody, anything. Nothing is ever right. They can go to Home Depot and someone automatically got an attitude with them, and it's just always something, because they have to keep that going, because they can't rest. Even in the Bible, it says there's people that cannot rest until they cause chaos. That's them. Inability to handle criticism, lies. They are big liars. They love to just say, hey, guess what? I'm taking a karate class, And you go, oh, okay, that's what's up. But they're not. Who lies about stuff like that? Who cares? Is it going to affect me? But no, I got to let you know that I'm doing something, even though nobody cares. That's the part of the pathology, because nobody cares, but they think they do, you see. They don't have empathy, like I said. Very angry, combative. Sometimes it's covert and sometimes it's overt. So sometimes the anger ends up being passive aggressive, or they sabotage you on the low. And you're like, am I crazy? Wait, hold on. But then there's some that aggressively, scream at you and, basically break you down. They're very envious and jealous. Mine will tell you never. I'm not angry. I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. I'm none of those things. Why would I love when people do well? But in the same sentence, if I say, oh, guess what? I got a check in the mail for $1,000, from somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, really? That's great. That's the first thing. That's the first part. The surface is, okay, then tomorrow. So since you have that extra money, yeah, I need you to do boom, boom, boom. And you'd be like, well, okay, and this is normal. Okay, she's asking. That's okay. You can ask. But I said, well, kind of have other plans. Have kids. I have a life. I have bills. So I wanted to pay this down. No, I need you to pay this. See? Because I'm entitled. Man, they need prayer. They're paranoid as well, or at least mine was. And from the ASSC DIRECT website, or a YouTube channel, the guy talks about narcissistic mothers and the daughters, right? And he talks about how as they grow older, they become jealous of the child as she grows up because she's trying to develop and be her own self. They do anything they can to sabotage and stunt that. Their inner rage, their jealousy, they get upset how the daughter is growing. They go on a covert mission to destroy anything, any way to be independent. But they will portray like they're supportive. That's the whole game. They'll tell you stuff, they'll give you advice that is opposite to what they really believe and think. Then they let you self-sabotage, and then come back to me, come back to mama, come back on home, because that's where you belong. You see how sick that is? You see the twisted nature of that? And he talked about all of this, and I said, wow. What else? I just wrote a few things down just to help. So yeah, deliberately sabotage. They do things deceptively, just like the devil. They want to kill, steal, and destroy because they are secretly, basically it's like misery loves company. So they want you to feel their experience, what they feel, which is terrible. They have to be on this kind of mission. You know what I'm saying? So when you're happy and you're optimistic about life, it's like, oh, okay. And they'll pretend and they'll go with it. And then they'll give you something else. It's just so sad, And if you see or hear any of these things that sound familiar to you, I want you to know that you can break free. I broke free. How I broke free is by the love of Christ through his salvation. Knowing that I didn't have to stand alone, that I have a God that's watching over me, covering me every day, taking care of me and my children, just guiding us, covering our heart, covering our mind, covering our spirit. Even in that, just like David or Daniel got it when he was in the lion's den, or the guy Meshach, the story, and they came out unscathed, untainted by the burning of fire that king put them in. You can come out like that. I'm not saying it doesn't affect you, because it does. It affects me, but I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I'm free.